So we've dissected the Ethernet frame. Now we ask the practical question. Once a frame arrives at the switch, how does the switch know where to send it? This module is going to explore Ethernet switching, collision domains, and the self-learning behavior that allows switches to operate without that manual configuration. Now, early Ethernet networks used to use a shared bus topology. Every device connected to the same physical medium. If two devices transmitted simultaneously, a collision occurred and both had to retransmit. This meant that the entire network formed a single collision domain. As more devices were added, performance degraded, and then it just went into a spiral of never being able to communicate at all. Switching fundamentally changed this model by giving each device a dedicated connection. This dramatically improved our scalability within the network segment. A switch is a layer 2 device. It makes decisions based entirely on MAC addresses contained within the Ethernet frames. When a frame arrives, the switch examines the destination MAC address and forwards the frame only to the appropriate port. Unlike routers, however, switches do not inspect the IP headers. The simplicity allows switching to occur at very high speeds. In a switch network, each port represents a separate collision domain. Because each device has a dedicated link to the switch, that means collisions largely just disappeared. Full duplex communications allows devices to transmit and receive simultaneously, and this architectural change dramatically increases throughput compared to a shared bus topology. Because each switch maintains a forwarding table, sometimes called a MAC address table, this table maps MAC addresses to specific ports. When a frame arrives, the switch consults this table to determine the correct outgoing interface. Entries are learned dynamically and expire after a period of inactivity to prevent the stale mapping. The other thing is that switches are self-learning devices. When a frame enters a port, the switch records the source MAC address and associates it with that port. Over time, the switch builds a complete map of which devices reside on which ports. This process requires no manual configuration, and this makes Ethernet switching basically plug and play. If a switch receives a frame whose destination MAC address is not yet in its table, it floods the frame. Flooding means sending the frame out to every port except to the one that it arrived on. When the destination responds, the switch learns its location and updates the table, reducing future flooding. Because switches operate at layer 2 using MAC addresses and routers operate at layer 3 using IP addresses, a switch forwards frames within a local network segment only. The router forwards packets between networks. Though both maintain forwarding tables, the information they store and the decisions they make are fundamentally different, associated with the different type networks that they operate on. So Ethernet switching transformed local networking by isolating collision domains and enabling that full duplex communications. Switches also dynamically learn locations using MAC addresses and allowing frames to be forwarded efficiently without manual configuration.